Hi, hello everyone. I hope everybody is doing fine. Okay, now we shall move on to our next topic. Okay, children, have you ever been outside early in the morning? When you get up early in the morning, did you go out? Huh? Yes. When you go out, what do you listen? Yes, exactly. You listen to the chirping of the birds. So, the animals which have wings or feathers on their body, which cover the whole of their body, those are called birds. So, our topic for today is bird watching. Okay, it's the bird watching. See these kind of wings? Yeah. Do you like to have them? So nice, right? So birds have these special things called the wings, okay, which helps them to fly, which helps them to fly. That is the thing which differentiates them from the animals. And when we come to body parts of the birds, they have a beak. Let's see, this is how a bird looks like, right? They have the beak, which is pointed mouth, okay, which is the pointed mouth. This is the pointed mouth, they call them beak. They have the eye. These are called the claws. And these are the wings on which you have feathers. On the wings you have feathers, okay, on the wings you have the feathers. Depending upon these feathers, like where are they located, these feathers are divided into three types. How many types? Three types. The feathers are divided into three types. Now let me explain to you what are those three types. Okay, the first one which we talk about are the feathers which are close to the body of the bird, which are close to the body of the bird and which keeps the body of the bird warm. Those are called down feathers. What do we call them? Down feathers. Okay. And then next comes above the down feathers, you have the feathers which cover the body and also they give the shape to the body of the bird. Those are called the body feathers. What do we call them? Body feathers. Okay. First we have the down feathers and then we have the body feathers. And on that, on the wings, there is a sturdy, long feathers which are attached to the tailbone. Okay, those help the bird to fly. So those are called the flight feathers. Because they help the birds to fly, those are called the flight feathers. Okay, those which are close to the body and keeps the body warm are called down feathers, and those which cover the body and help gives the shape to the body of the bird are called body feathers, and which help the bird to fly, those are called the flight feathers. So down feathers, body feathers, and flight feathers. And depending upon the heaviness, now let me give an example. See, if you have something heavy on your body, heavy on your body part, will you be able to move faster? No, right? You'll not be able to move faster. So, depending upon the heaviness of the feathers, these birds, the flight of the birds also depends. If suppose the bird's feathers are very heavy, they cannot fly for a longer distance. They'll be able to fly only for a shorter distance. For example, we can take a cock or a hen, which are able to fly just from here to there, right? And then when you talk about the feathers which are little lighter, example you can take pigeon. Pigeon flies for a very long distance. Okay, and then there are some birds which have really very heavy feathers. No, we can take example penguin. Yeah, penguin. It does not fly at all, and those birds are called flightless birds. What do we call them? We call them flightless birds because they cannot fly. They cannot fly, so we call them flightless birds. Flightless, flightless. Okay, they cannot fly. We have learned about the body. The first body part we have learned about is the feathers and types of feathers, right? And then when we move on, where do the birds live? Hmm? What do you think they do? We stay in our home, right? Then where do the birds live? Yes, exactly. They live in the nest, which they built on the trees, okay, or on the tree trunk. They build it. Yes, woodpecker is the best example. It has a very strong beak. It pokes the hole into the trunk of the beak and prepares it home. This suppose this is the trunk of the tree. It makes a hole and prepares its nest, its home, actually. And there is a bird, another bird called the weaver bird, tailor. It's like a It uses its beak as a needle, and the small twigs, the grasses, it uses them as the threads, and it helps to form the nest. So, nest is the place where the birds stay, and the female birds they lay eggs in the nest. Okay, eggs will be laid by the female birds in the nest. And then next, after we have seen about feathers, nest, and there are some other birds called the migratory birds. As you listen to this word, new word, migratory, migration means moving. Why do they move? The birds move from one place to another place because to find food. See, in some places, like if it is too cold, the birds cannot find food for themselves. In order to get the food they want, they just move from that place to another place where they can get the food easily. Okay, but then they come back to their original native place after the winter is over. Only when the winter is there, these birds move from the cold places to the places where they can find food better. Those birds are called migratory birds. Okay, migratory birds. They do not stay there for long. They come back to their native places after the winter is over. All right, and we have some other birds like the stork. They have long legs, huh? And their beak is also too sharp and long. And this helps, this with the help of this beak only, the bird just dips its beak into the water to get the fish, to catch the fish. It catches the fish with the help of that long beak. That is the advantage of having the long beak for the stork. And the strong hooked beak. Which bird do you think? Yes, exactly. Parrot has strong hooked beak. Strong hooked beak. Hook, which helps it to poke into the nuts. It likes to eat nuts, parrot. So that is the reason it has like a beak like this strong hook so that it can poke into the nuts and eat it. Understood? So this is about our topic, bird watching. And bird watching is a nice hobby also. You can take it as a hobby from now if you are really interested in watching the birds. You can collect extra information about the birds, which will be more interesting depending upon your choice. Okay, we have learned about the feathers, we have learned about the nest, we have learned about the migratory birds, flightless birds, different types of birds, different types of beaks they have. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. Catch you up with the next topic. Till then, stay, take care.